got to go fast. We went pear-shaped. The talkback was, who do you want to win this quarterback competition and why? Kyler Murray or J.J. McCarthy? Not who do you think is going to win. Who do you want to win and why? Free iHeartRadio app. Talkbacks on the daily, as the kids would say, 9 to noon. And we got a bunch.
Hi, this is Dan from behind enemy lines in Milltown, Wisconsin. I'd like to see Kyler Murray because I think it'll help our sadly lacking running game. I think it changes Kevin O'Connell's ideas of how to run it, and we're going to have a real running game with Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Good morning, Paul, Nordo. How you doing? This is Ralph from New Jersey again. Listen, the Vikings are going to play their new toy. It's called Kyler Murray. For now, JJ, let's hold the clipboard. Be healthy, be a good backup, and a good teammate. We could do things this year with Big Skull, Banks, and Citrus.
Kyler 2, JJ 0.
Yeah, it's going that way. It's about to be 3.
I'm going with Kyler to win this race. He's a former number 1 overall pick. He's got real weapons now that he didn't have in Arizona. I think his potential is still off the charts, and his ability to escape the pocket is also very underrated. I think it's exactly what we've been looking for here for a while.
I like the way that person with the talkback framed it up with potential. That's underrated here and not mentioned enough, 9 to noon or other places. Kyler Murray's potential has not been realized because he has not worked with a coaching staff like this. He's not worked with a left tackle like Darisaw, and he has not worked with a run scheme. With Drew Petzing, who's now the Lions offensive coordinator, the run scheme and under center work by Kyler Murray improved day by day, game by game. Then he got hurt. Then it started to improve again. Kyler Murray, and then of course Jefferson and Addison. Murray's potential is still untapped. The Vikings have untapped talent in Kyler Murray. That's a very fair way to look at it.
Hey, PA, hey, Nordo. Jake from Egan here. My gut feeling has always been that I wanted J.J. McCarthy to be our franchise quarterback and win the job and take us to the promised land. Going into this year, signing Kyler, was obviously optimistic about what he could do for this team. But it's just hard to chase that feeling. We need a franchise quarterback. I get if Kyler does well, we sign him to an extension and see where that goes. But I've always wanted JJ. See ya. Was
there an answer there?
Just that he's always wanted JJ.
It's kind of a half-half.
Optimistic about Kyler, but
yeah, I'm giving JJ the 1.
I'm giving him the 1.
Thank you.
What up, PA, Nordo, and good morning. Regarding this quarterback competition, there can be only one answer, and that's JJ. Kyler does great, that's fantastic, but he's either going to cost a ton of money or he's going to be gone. We've got control over JJ. He's still got potential. He could be the franchise. On top of that, he can see over the line of scrimmage.
All right, that's 2 for JJ. Let's not forget with Kyler Murray's $1 million and change deal, part of it, and wisely for the Murray camp, is the Vikings cannot franchise tag him after the year.
Right.
So if Murray blows up, and if they want to keep Kyler Murray for 3 to 5 years on some type of a deal, ain't no franchise tag taking place here. So that needs to be included.
I mean, at a base level, just simply, you want the guy you drafted to turn out. I mean, there's just a small win, and we'll get into who plays best, who's the starter, and we want him to win games, but we chose J.J. McCarthy. I would like us to draft a quarterback and watch him grow into a leader and a starter. More talkbacks here.
It should be McCarthy because he has done everything he's been asked to do. He has been committed. He has dealt with unlucky injuries, which can happen to anyone. And when he's been in there, he's struggled like a rookie has struggled because guess what? He's played 10 games.
Right.
And if this franchise gives up on this kid after 10 games, it's not an indictment on McCarthy. It's an indictment on O'Connell, the Wilfs, and the entire organization. That's what this is about.
That's very pointed. It's very direct, and it also has some it's very much accurate too. And I just said that's 10 games. Okay, he started 10 games. I've said it, it's age old here. I've said it a million times. With quarterbacks, you got to get 20 to 25 before you can kind of completely know who they are.
Yeah.
I don't have information or steam on this, but when this whole thing started, whenever Kyler was signed, and then Kyler gets here and McCarthy's out there, and they're both going through organized team activities, non-media days. If somebody told me on the sly that when Murray arrived, there were those here thinking, well, that's the one. And then they started doing what they're doing in the offseason. And then now we have the head coach saying 50-50. They're both working with the ones and the twos. We have a date that we know we'll be able to make a decision. So if forget what Kyler thought of Kyler. If Kyler arrived here and somebody had the opinion that's our starting quarterback next year, that has changed. Or they wouldn't be cutting reps between two early in the training camp up to the joint practices. So then the next layer, if that were right, and I'm really speculating hard here, if that were right, I would want to know, is Murray leaving much to be desired, or has McCarthy jumped out of his skin? And then that now gets to what the talkback individual offered up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can't look the other way if the kid you drafted with 10 starts has done everything you've asked to improve, simply because the other guy used to be Rookie of the Year.
Exactly.
Fascinating.
It is fascinating.
And Carson's over on the side saying, that's cute. That's a nice run. Yeah, hey, you hit somebody on the run, middle of the field. That's fantastic.
The 10 games, that number, simultaneously is part of why this thing is on tilt, because he's a kid that needs more starts to prove himself. It is also a number that says you can't abandon the kid when you've only seen him 10 times.
Thank you. Well, how many games did he win last year? Top of the head?
6-4.
Thank you. Okay. 3. You also cannot shortchange how somebody handles the lights when they're the brightest.
Yes.
Opening game of the season, Monday Night Football against the team that's going to win the division. McCarthy won the game for you in the fourth quarter.
He did.
Almost single-handedly. Hey, they tell us Detroit had beaten you 5 of 6 times and Jahmyr Gibbs was scoring all these touchdowns and you never beat Detroit anymore. Went there and beat the Lions, didn't he? Sunday Night Football against America's team. Everybody's watching.
And the Cowboys needed that game for the playoffs, too.
Cowboys desperate late season for playoffs. McCarthy doing his thing, trying to grow. It's a standalone game. All the dogs in the league are watching, waiting to get on social media and make fun of the 9-bit. And he won the game.
He did.
And he looked good. So, all right, other side of it, went to Lambeau, got Micah Parsons.
Oof.
But you know what? So did Justin School and Christian Darrisaw and everybody else who couldn't find Micah Parsons.
The entire team.
Yeah. The Falcons game was ridiculously bad. It was just ridiculous. Did we even score a touchdown?
I do not believe we did.
Lights were bright there, but the brighter lights.
There's a follow-up to the big game the week before, too.
Right. And that also is analogous to, wow, that was fantastic. Oh, no, you just said you have a concussion and you can't play the next 2. So we're all in on you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, now you're gone. It's here, gone, here, gone, here, gone. Play, sit, play, sit, play, sit. That has to change with the kid.
It does.
But when the lights mostly were the brightest, J.J. McCarthy gave you some good memories. Does everybody have that to them? Not everybody has that to them naturally. All right, we pause. Did you give away money yet?
I gave away the cash keyword last segment.
You're listening to the 9 to noon radio show at 11 o'clock. More of these talkbacks on the talker today.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Not who do you think is going to be the Viking starting quarterback this season starting against Green Bay. Who do you want to win this job and why. More talkbacks coming during the second half of the radio show, specifically at 11 o'clock. We're going to replay the starting all over again montage there, too. That's really cool. But when we return, we continue our 10 finest Minnesota Vikings memories from the first 10 years of football at U.S. Bank Stadium. The focus, 2019. This is 9 to noon.
You're listening live to Paul Allen.
Here we go, 2019, 2020, and 2021 to be handled a little later. Then the Kevin O'Connell years, 2022 through 2025 tomorrow. And we pay it off Friday. I believe Alec Lewis will join us on Friday, per usual, courtesy of Steve's Appliances. And former Golden Gophers quarterback Tanner Morgan will be in studio 9 to noon Friday for the feast at 11 o'clock. Here's Nordo.
Yes, 10 seasons at U.S. Bank Stadium. We've gone year by year, 16, 17, and 18 handled yesterday. And, well, I'm going to have to podcast that myself to remember exactly where we fell on 2018 in particular. But to that end, 2019 PA.
Yeah, well, what did we do in that game?
It's so dumb. I should have written it down. That's my fault.
I think it was Allen leaping over bar.
Well, we said, I thought we were settling on, okay, good plays. Speaking of, this is the very first play of the 2019 season, Anthony Barr.
Welcome to the 2019. Ryan back to pass, and he's sacked. Matt Ryan is sacked on the very first play of the season, and it's Anthony Barr.
That was a cool way to start the 2019.
Like it.
Your 10-6 Vikings would go to the Bayou. They would lose at the New Orleans, or win an NOT with Rudy. And beat the Saints, and they just get absolutely plastered in the Bay by the Niners. We got Marcus Sherrill's muffin punts when he never does that. It was a complete disaster that day. But to that end, we were pretty good at U.S. Bank Stadium. We beat the Falcons. You heard a highlight there. The Raiders, I couldn't find the highlight. Loved Adam Thielen. Do you remember, we got so many gotchas played on us from Dalton Schultz and Hayden Hurst. Do you remember the play-action boot gotcha against the Raiders, 2019? And it's Kirk Cousins booting out to his left. So we're going right to left, so it's near side in the booth. He's booting left, and everybody, like a wave, the Raiders come charging. And Adam Thielen, there's nobody within 20 yards of him sitting in the end zone. It was absolute play-action perfection from Kirk.
They ran that same play with a different quarterback, but to the same receiver, in 2016 against the Houston Texans.
Ooh.
And everybody for it was our winner for 16, that game, the Sherrill's punt game.
Yeah.
Everybody went one way, and Thielen was wide open on a gotcha, other side of the field, in front of the Texans bench. Didn't go. I mean, it might have gone for a touchdown too.
It was gorgeous. Now to the Eagles. So we went to the Bears. We lost. I think that was the Chase Daniel game, 16-6. It was nasty. Beat up the Giants at MetLife. Then we head home against the Eagles. Could this be a play from Stephon Diggs?
High formation, play action. Kirk straight drop. Pats it, fires. Caught Diggs. Back in the end zone. Touchdown!
Stephon Diggs just hit the touchdown trifecta. 3 touchdowns for Stephon Diggs. That was an 11-yard connection, and Minnesota leads 30-20.
Does 3 touchdowns, and I'm trying to find it here.
And beating a good team.
7 receptions, $167, and 3 scores.
Ooh.
He would beat what former Eagles quarterback?
In 2019, Carson Wentz?
It was Carson.
Wow.
Yeah, Carson went for 3 and change. He was whooping it up 26 of 40. But he took that L. It was a blowout, 38-20. The Vikings win.
Yeah.
My answer, and people can, if you want to talk back at text, 2019 fun season. The coolest plays at U.S. Bank Stadium during the 2019 season.
I'm glad you said at U.S. Bank Stadium.
Yeah,
because that truly is the rub here.
It is,
because the best 2 plays. Well, outside of sacks on Drew Brees.
Oh, we like that.
In the playoffs.
Well, we moved Everson and Daniil inside.
Right. The best 2 plays are Adam Thielen over Patrick Robinson.
Check.
and Rudolph back left of the end zone walking off a winner.
Check.
But they both were in New Orleans.
They were both in New Orleans.
So the best two plays took place in the Bayou.
I'm working with what I got, people. I mean,
I'll wait till you get to 2020.
We had a Thursday night game against Washington, and I peeked at the box score.
Oh, it was an awful game.
It was one of the worst football games.
Yeah.
Attrition, really kind of the key word with what took place on the field that night.
The offensive coordinator or quarterbacks coach, but I believe OC for Washington, was Kevin O'Connell.
Oh, yeah.
And is it Dwayne Haskins?
He was working with the late Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, that's right. God rest his soul. Haskins was the starter in that game for Washington.
I think that would have been his rookie season, too.
But that also was the game for you and I where it happened maybe the same season with the Broncos. Whatever season that was, they blew that lead. Where we were like, Matt Ioannidis, Shelby Harris, or there were three of them. Tim Settle. It was
Tim Settle, man.
It was
and
like
Ioannidis for sure.
Tim Settle, Matt Ioannidis, because Jonathan Allen was on the team, and he was the ballyhooed pass rusher of all of them, I think.
Yes.
But then it was Matt Ioannidis and Tim Settle ruining the game, and we're like, who are these guys?
And Jonathan Bostic. Remember that name?
Thank you.
Yeah, he had a sack.
That's the one I was forgetting.
He had 10 freaking tackles in that game.
Jonathan Bostic, who knew?
Oh, my goodness.
Get out of here.
Well, let's get then to the meat of the issue for 2019. And somebody will remember something I've forgotten. But to set the stage for this particular game, it was November 17th, 2019 at U.S. Bank Stadium. This highlight will give you an idea of how the first half went.
Boom. There's the kick after the field goal. Amir Abdullah floats to his left, 3 yards deep. Here he comes right side. Amir gets the 5, the 10, slowed at the 14. He dropped the ball, and of course Denver got it. Are you kidding me, man? I mean, let's just shut this thing down right now with a minute to go in the first half. Amir Abdullah fumbled the kick return. The Denver Broncos recovered it, and I believe they're down at the 17-yard line, even though they're celebrating in the end zone. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous, the way things are developing at U.S. Bank Stadium.
That one's not going to win.
It was 20-0 at the break. So you mentioned Shelby Harris, who had a 3-sack day in that game.
And they had a guy named Wolf, too, like Derek Wolf.
Let me find him. I am not Josie Jewell. Let me see. Todd Davis had 12 tackles. Draymond Jones had a sack. Von Miller still playing for him. I don't see Wolf. Maybe he was in the mix. Isaac Yadam. Who could forget Isaac Yadam?
Yeah, I might be wrong on the Wolf's team.
At any rate, the Vikings in the second half would find their way to touchdowns via Irv Smith Jr. 4 minutes into the third quarter. Then Dalvin Cook, early stages of the fourth. Then it was Stephon Diggs from 54. You remember that? I mean, that streak he ran?
Yeah.
I think it was just like a deep post or something. Nothing totally special, but he absolutely beat the band to get to the end zone. But then with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, this may be the play, or is it, of 2019.
1st and 10 from Denver's 32. Cousins under center play action. Bootlegs out to the left. Looking to the left. Firing. Caught. Rudolph. 10, 5, touchdown! And the Vikings have taken the lead.
So the Vikings come back to take a 27-23 lead after being down 20-0 at the break. But if you remember, PA, nothing came easy for this team on this particular day. We have the ending to this thriller with the Broncos knocking on the door.
3rd and goal from the 4. 27-23 Minnesota. Fant wide right. Cortland Sutton inside slot left. This is for all the money. Allen, shotgun, snap. It's going to fade right. That's a push-off. And the Minnesota Vikings have beaten the Denver Broncos as the Vikings flood the field. They head into the bye with positivity and their 8th victory of the season. They come all the way back on a sloppy Sunday from a 20-0 deficit, and they beat the Denver Broncos 27-3.
So is the play of 2019, PA, the Kyle Rudolph touchdown that gets you the lead? Or is it Brandon Allen with a complete L throw to Noah Fant to secure the victory at the 4 for the Minnesota Vikings coming all the way back.
Wow. Well, you got Diggs with the trifecta, too.
Diggs with the trifecta.
Barr started it well. What do you think?
I mean,
we're in lockstep on the games and the moments because I looked through it last night, and I can't really find anything more defining than what you've laid out. That's tough.
I think it's the final play. The final play securing the victory. And we're going to come about this again, right? 2022. 2022, I'm trying to remember how much competition the Colts game has with that Dalvin Cook touchdown. I think it was Hawkinson for the 2. I don't know how much competition that has. In 2019, I'm putting it on. I'm putting
Joseph
it on the final
walk-off on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Merry Christmas, Vikings fans.
I think that's going to give the Trey Blake game some headaches.
You think so?
Well,
you can't even work a mic.
Yeah, we will discuss it when we unfurl it tomorrow. But in 2022, there were a fair amount of those ballyhooed moments.
There were so many of them.
Let me just double check here. Let's see. They lose to Green Bay. They lose to Chicago at home. That finishes the season, so those games are dead. Lions 20-7, nothing there, right?
I didn't see anything in that game. It was kind of sleepy.
I didn't either. And you nailed it, man.
Yeah, I think it's the final play of the Denver or the Rudy touchdown. Let's call it the Rudy touchdown.
Who made first and 10 from Denver's play on that last play?
That's the thing. Jaron Kearse made a great defensive play on the previous, on the 2nd and 4.
Yep.
I'd have to go back and watch it, but it felt like Allen just had a bad throw.
Yeah, Brandon Allen, like you said.
And there's nothing in the stat book that says who is defending him. So I'd have to go and find that somewhere on YouTube.
Rudy. Let's crown Rudy the champion. First and 10 from Denver's 32. Cousins under center play action. Bootlegs out to the left. Looking to the left. Firing. Caught. Rudolph. 10-5. Touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Kyle Rudolph, play of the year for the 2019 season at U.S. Bank Stadium.
I'll ask Kyle to join tomorrow. We'll play the highlight, tell him what we did, talk some Vikings football.
That's a good idea, man.
Oh, cool. We'll do that. So, all right, so we got 16, 17, 18, 19 covered. 20 and 21 to be handled today at 11:17-ish. More of your talkbacks on the Quarterback Talker. But when we return, News Due Nord graces the airwaves at FM 100.3 KFAN.
You're at Canterbury, the casino at Canterbury Park, and as a website, you can go to canterburypark.com. You can learn about event details and all the good stuff happening down at my favorite spot in Shakopee, whether it's the live music at the amphitheater, but you're playing poker, blackjack, and table games all year round, and then you're checking out live racing on the weekend. So, and throughout the week, I should say as well. So go to canterburypark.com for more information. Cool moment last night for Royce Lewis as he called game for your Minnesota Twins.
High fly ball, right center field, in the alley, to the track, to the wall. That ball's off the wall. The Twins are going to win the game. Caratini scores. Lee scores. The Twins rally and walk off the Royals.
How about that? Twins win 3-2, and that's good news for your favorite team. Now, Byron Buxton did have to leave the game. It sounded like this hip thing is just going to be a nagging problem that he's going to have to deal with on a day-by-day basis. But Taj Bradley went 6, only allowed 2 runs. It was the the Twins offense that was really struggling through the game until they found their way with Royce Lewis. And same two teams today, same 2 teams tomorrow. For your Minnesota Twins, who are they're 500 PM.
Hey, 54 and 54 though.
All the vibes still seem, what is being buyers at the deadline for this team and this spot? What does that mean? I don't know. Fodder amongst yourselves, but it sounds like that is still the trend in conversation as well. That between now and the deadline, teams feeling like they want to figure out maybe some ways to bolster this lineup.
Well, I think I think it's also, given you have a chance to win the division. Yeah, the Minnesota Twins have a chance to win the division.
Indeed.
We got to keep peeking at Cleveland Kansas City, the White Sox, and the Tigers.
I just think it's a balance, though, with that, where I want them to go in.
Well, let me finish.
Yeah.
When I say look at them, it's who they're going to move. So, like, Tariq Skubal pitches today. There are some significant people in Major League Baseball who think this will be his final start for the Detroit Tigers and that he's going to be traded. Okay, well, if he leaves the division, and when you face the Kitties, it makes it easier on you, but it makes it easier on others too. The Guardians are forever punchless. Now, they scored 6 yesterday against Cincinnati, but with Ramirez back, they're going to be looking for bats. And so consider that. Kansas City's a complete non-factor. White Sox aren't hitting. Yankees are doing a number on them, and the Yankees are starting to get hot. So what the other teams do also is kind of imperative as to whether you sit or you roll. What were you saying?
Well, no, that was kind of the road I was going down, but also in terms of sitting or rolling, similar conversations popping up. I think you could go and get a reliever. I think there's a ton of names out there. It sounds like it's a super deep market. But then are you giving up some of your top 20 prospects?
Right.
Are you giving the conversation around Jeffers? Well, we likely wouldn't give him a $24 million qualifying offer, so therefore he's going to go, and if we don't trade him by Monday, we're going to get nothing in return, and that's disastrous. Joe Ryan, yeah, you could potentially trade him, but hey, you don't have to trade him unless you get a Lions haul because you still have control over him next year, so you have 2 other opportunities to trade him.
Oh, wow.
I just think there's going to be there's going to be some interesting decisions or indecisions that take place over the next several days.
Okay,
beat the Royals.
So what Taj do? Taj threw 102 pitches for you. His earned run average is still around 3.5. Struck out 10, walked 3. Now, the Royals down Bobby Witt Jr. and maybe another good player. I mean, they have some L appeal right now. There's no doubt about it. And they're one of the worst road teams in Major League Baseball. So context is important, period. But in Major League Baseball, the long-form nature of the context kind of is everything. But I'm glad you mentioned Joe Ryan, because if you win this division and if you get into the postseason, it's fact. Hitting teams with Ryan and Bradley, it's going to be problematic for the other team.
It is.
Now you got to hit. And in the playoffs, you so infrequently get pitchers that go 6, 7, 8, 9 innings. And like what Blackjack Morris did back in that famed Game 7. That's
very rare.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. All right, well, maybe we need to be antithetical to that with JoJo. But Taj Bradley has hit such a stride for this baseball team. I'd have to write it out and think about it. But just top of the head, around the American League, Garrett Cole's starting to get good. But what do they have behind him? Will Warren? Who cares? Seriously. Jacob deGrom. I mean, the Rangers have gotten good, but along with him, is there anything? Mackenzie Gore? Yeah, I mean, Mackenzie's good, and deGrom has some high end to him. But the point being, what about Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay with they have McClanahan, they have Drew Rasmussen, they got Griffin Jacks, the former Twins reliever, who now starts. And Griffin's become good as a starter.
Apparently that's working.
They might have one other there. But it's not anything that's going to make you roll over and be like, I mean, we have no shot against these guys in a series.
Yeah.
You do. The American League is down this year, man.
They are. And you want your favorite teams to push, right?
Yeah.
If they're staring at a 50-50, talk about 50-50 of, yeah, we're just feeling we're too hurt. We only have 4 or 5 truly fully healthy and reliable starters right now. And we just don't think we can make it to the finish line versus, man, we've survived some serious health-related issues this year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make a push, and let's add a couple relievers and continue to work our way through this. You always are hoping that your favorite teams pick that particular path.
With you.
To the, let me see here, to the NFL, the Shanahan thing has finally found some clarity and some updates. Kyle Shanahan, the car accident. He brought reporters to chat about this, and he admits that he hit her. And it sounds like as he was watching reporting being done, he wanted to make sure he clarified that it was his fault. I don't know why it was reported that way. The police report doesn't say that. He says he was going 20 miles an hour. I was not on my phone, but I dropped my phone, and it was stuck in my seats. It's on my lap, and it slid off. And I went down to look for it, took my eyes off the road for 2 seconds, and as I was coming up, the airbags hit me in my face, and they broke my nose. And then they said the visor gashed me. I took my eyes off the road looking for my phone, and my car veered into someone. It's one of those roads where there's no forgiveness. When I hit her, the impact was just so, and I'll never forget how violent it was.
Wow, that's scary.
That is, yeah. So he was looking at his phone. He was looking down trying to find his phone. 2 seconds is all that it took in that particular spot. So some clarity there.
With the race, I knew I was leaving somebody out.
Yeah.
They got this pitcher named Nick Martinez.
Okay.
He's 10-2. And strikeout to walk is just a little bit above 3-1. Earned run average 2.5. So, but Martinez, then either Rasmussen or McClanahan, that's beatable. I mean, Ryan and Bradley are beatable, don't get me wrong, but this has paved the way, along with Junior Caminero having an influential run about a week or two ago, Jonathan Aranda and some others they can hit, but the Twins can hit. But Tampa Bay 62-44, and a lot of it has to do with what their pitching has done in an American League East that has not been great. Yankees have been very middling. Red Sox are starting to make a run. Orioles are average. So the point being here, the American League's down this year. And if you have Ryan and Bradley and you're in the playoffs, you got a chance, man.
You do indeed. Lynx got a chance. They're 23-6 after they beat Toronto last night, and it was Olivia Miles pacing things against the tempo.
Toronto has a WNBA team?
She set the tempo, you could say, as she went for 24 points, 8 dimes, 6 rebounds, and a couple of steals. So this Olivia Miles thing, I'm not necessarily emotionally invested in. The Lynx have won 8 in a row. I think they have the best record in the WNBA, and they're continuing to push, and especially now that Nafisa's healthy, that's all good. But I wanted Olivia Miles. So in 2008, I was looking this up for some reason last week, and Olivia Miles would be the first since Candace Parker, and maybe the only other since Candace Parker in 2008, who was Rookie of the Year and then also League MVP. But I think Asia Wilson's just too good. I think that might just be it. Because in FanDuel odds, Asia Wilson minus 360 to be considered the MVP of the league. Paige Beckers, Minnesota's own, she's at 8.5. And then Olivia's 10-1. Maybe take a flyer on Olivia. There's plenty of games left. Olivia, keep balling out and keep creeping up them charts. But your Lynx are back. I think
Caitlin Clark's not part of the top 3?
Let me find. No, absolutely not. You got Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu.
Oh, she went for 32 last night in the part of the game I watched. She kept going to the line and was back.
She's 4. She's behind Olivia. Yeah, there you go.
Back to unstoppable Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I mean, she had like a 45-10 game. It's just incredible what Caitlin's doing, what Olivia's doing. Asia Wilson's top notch. So good times for them. And then just we'll put a wrap on it just to recap again. Jamal Adams finding out it sounds like he's on a league minimum deal. No guaranteed money there. New linebacker. Got to get used to saying that. Linebacker Jamal Adams for the Vikings. And then 4-96 for Brian O'Neill on the eve of training camp. Right? It's basically like we shut our mics off yesterday, PA, and then they announced that O'Neill had gotten the deal done. So we played some audio earlier in the show from Kevin O'Connell talking about what it means. Adam Thielen spoke to the importance of Brian O'Neill in this mix, but he's locked up through 2030, and that's news to Nord.
Oh, well, the Vikings also brought in a running back from San Francisco named Jordan Mims. And Mims has played 14 games. He's never started a game, and not many have heard of him. But you don't bring people in unless you need a roster spot, like you're just bringing somebody in to fill a roster spot, or if you have a problem or something that needs to take place for preseason games with your running back stable. So if they had just brought in somebody who had never played a game, then that wouldn't really be that eye-opening to me, and it's not like it was super eye-opening in the first place. but Jordan Mims is going to be given a chance to make the team.
So that's not Marvin Mims.
No, it's not
Jordan Mims.
I believe it's Jordan Mims, isn't it?
It is indeed Jordan Mims.
Yeah, so
different player, different position.
Yep, he'll be out there today. That's News du Nord. When we return, we'll replay the starting all over again montage, and then take talkbacks and pay off the talkbacks for the opening salvo, which was in the first segment. With Kyler Murray and J.J. McCarthy and everything the head coach said yesterday, who do you want to win this quarterback competition and why? And the distinction is important here. It's not who do you think will win and why. It's, personally speaking, who do you want to win and why? Between Kyler Murray and J.J. McCarthy. Free iHeartRadio app. Do your thing, and we will unfurl some around the corner at FM 100.3 KFAN.